What's up, folks? It's a little loud, but trying to knock this out before the contest starts tonight. Washington, which is back up tonight. Most of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, very, very, very bad man. One of the reasons the Cavs are one of the best teams in the league. We saw them come in tonight. The Wizards did push them, but the Cavs took care of business late to make sure they walked out of DC with a win. Big night for Jordan Poole, 45 points. Keyshawn George, solid night with 17. Bali with 16. Which is the Cavs late. It's kind of I liken it to it's like a prize fight, right? The deeper the fight went, the more comfortable the Cavs got. And that's when you saw the separation. Washington did push them. Cavaliers was able to handle it. And I think late in the third, you saw Evan Mobley really start to get involved offensively. Mitchell had it going all night. He kind of kept the Cavs in it. Every time the Wizards build a lead or try to create some separation, Donovan Mitchell just refused to let it happen. But I thought one of the biggest things was as we got deeper into the game, Cleveland seemed to be able to elevate their level of physicality, and it really changed things for Washington. Washington did a good job most of this game moving the ball. They did a decent job defensively at times. Cleveland was just able to bother them much more than Washington was able to bother them. Just go over some notes throughout this game. We saw the debut of A.J. Johnson. We know Washington with a couple trades, everyone not available, obviously. But A.J. Johnson did get out here, got some minutes tonight. He had a hell of a debut play in terms of his first points to introduce himself to the DC fans. He caught a ball on the wing, I think, in the second quarter. Those baseline detonates on the baseline, throws out a monster jump. So it's a great introduction to the fans for him. But Washington in the first half, they did a good job with the ball movement. I think Jordan Poole, despite the shooting numbers, did a really good job of getting downhill offensively. Still think he settled for far too many jumpers at times. But he did keep attacking. He got to the line and his double-digit attempts. But again, bigger picture, that shot selection at times killed them. We saw them have it within 6 in the first quarter. At 8 a couple times. Then we saw Cleveland, as we see most times this season, good teams, there's little stretches in games where they lock in, and when Washington makes mistakes, they make them pay for it here. And that's just been a theme this year. Washington's been in close games with good teams. The good teams take advantage of it. Third quarter, right? Third quarter where AJ had that huge dunk. We saw Washington really miss some of their front court depth. You know what they lost in JV? Sorely missed tonight in a game with a team with one of the best front lines in the league. Mobley and Allen both active tonight, both doing what they did. I want to give a lot of credit to Sean Holmes, though he was amazing tonight at times, battling the both of them on the offensive glass by himself, winning some of those times more often than not. But a second chance opportunity was huge in this one. Then check those numbers real quick because it really did hurt Washington. The other was the points conceded off the turnovers. We've been talking about this all year. It's an evergreen thing for Washington. They had one more turnover than Cleveland, but they gave up 7 more points. They surrendered 7 more points in turnover battle. It's been a theme all year when Washington turns the ball over. It seems to always cost them more than the other teams. We've seen during this three-game win streak, that was one of the things they've been able to do a better job with. It just wasn't the case tonight. The fourth quarter, Donovan Mitchell. So Washington during this game, which has done a great job of not giving up 40-point quarters, for the most part, not giving up 30-point quarters. Tonight, every quarter but one, they gave up at least 30 points. And the most that they gave up was in the final period. 40-point quarter for Cleveland, and they needed it most. And again, Donovan Mitchell. Mobley really got going. Not in terms of not on the ball, but off the ball as a lob threat. His teammates did a great job getting into the paint, finding him that way in a role as a role threat as well. But again, just the physicality is where I took everything left for Washington, especially, I want to say fourth quarter, is when it really started to show. You saw Cleveland start to take more and more of their airspace away. Some of the actions they were running with that workers in space and success with, that wasn't the case because Cleveland just wouldn't let them get into it. They wouldn't let them get into their stuff comfortably. But again, it's one of the best in the league. No more victories, but a good. It was. They pushed them. Give them credit for pushing them, but it's another example of why they can't afford to miss at the little things. They have to win. I want to talk about winning in the margins. They have to thrive there, and that's something they've struggled to do all year. And it's something you have to do against great teams. It is a great team. It's one of the top teams in the league. Player of the game, this one's really easy. Donovan Mitchell. Again, 33 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. He just picked his spots. And then eventually his teammates got going with him. X factor in this one. This is tough. I want to give this one to Max Reese. He had 17 points. I swear it felt like every bucket he hit was to quell a Wizards run or simply to. They weren't late enough to be daggers, but they were body shots. Every time he hit a shot, it took some wind out of the Washington sails. So I just want to give him credit for that. That's why he's the X factor. This is a back-to-back for Washington. So they fell to Cleveland tonight. Tomorrow night they'll be here. I want to say Atlanta. Let me double check. Yep, they'll be hosting the Hawks tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. But thank y'all for tuning in. We'll check in with you guys tomorrow night when they take on the Hawks.